Hello everyone, welcome to my Artisul M0610 Pro pen tablet review. We're going to just step right in. Right here I'm going to show you what's inside the box. What's inside the box comes a USB-C adapter. So you just plug in your USB and then into the USB-C if you have a modern computer or laptop. Then here we have some pen nibs and an extra pen ring. I think you get about 20 extra pen nibs, which is quite a bit, like holy crap. Here is a little cleaning towel, just in case you want to wipe off your tablet every now and then, which is a pretty nice addition. Here we have the pen, which is very lightweight, and it's non-rechargeable, so you don't have to plug it in. And here's the little quick start guide that you get with the tablet. I recommend that you read it because not every tablet's the same when you start it up. And here's a little Artisul pouch, just in case you want to carry your pen tablet with you. Pretty nice for travel. And here we have a little glove. I usually only use these for display tablets, but it's nice that they included one anyway. So that's pretty nice. All right. Okay, let me fix this pouch, I guess. Yes, okay. Okay. Here we have some details on the back of the box, such as, Mac and Windows and Android compatible, some access keys, quick dial, the battery-free pen like I mentioned, the USB-C adapter, and 60-degree tilt range, but this is only for the Mac. And then we have here some more details about what comes in the box and some more information on the company itself. It's pretty cool, pretty nice box as well. Here we have the 8 access keys and the dial. The dial is one of my favorite parts about the tablet. It's very quick and easy to use. The middle silver button lets you change the setting of whether you want to scroll in and out, whether you want to increase or decrease the brush size, and it clicks when you use it. So it has a bit of tactile feedback, which is nice. So you can see here I'm increasing and decreasing the brush size with it. It's pretty nice. You don't have to reach all the way to your keyboard. This bottom button on the access keys has a light function, so you can either have it on or off. I like to have it on just to flex. And here I'm gonna show some of the functionality of the pen here. So in regards to response, the pen response is actually pretty decent. There's little glitches here and there, but this is a relatively new model of the Artisul tablet series, so I'm gonna give it a little leeway. But yeah, in terms of responsiveness, it's pretty decent. And here I'm just using the fast access key. Now here, I'm gonna show a little bit regarding line waiver. This is Clip Studio Paint that I'm using here right now. There's not really any line wavering to worry about in this program, but mostly because Clip Studio has a stabilization mechanic. So it may or may not be as smooth as this, as you're seeing right now in other programs such as like Krita, Metabang, Photoshop, stuff like that. Here I'm going to show, what am I going to show? All right, yeah. So slightly slow there for a response, but it's okay. Oh, and the underside of the pen does not have an eraser. So just letting you know. Now, the responsiveness of this pen, this is in Clip Studio. The responsiveness of the pen will definitely depend on whether you have your stabilization very high or very low. So here I'm just testing out the eraser. I like to have my stabilization high in Clip Studio Paint for some reason, but that's probably why it's a little slow. But yeah, it just depends on the settings that you have, so just keep that in mind. Okay, here, now we're going to check out Photoshop. I don't know why I filmed myself plugging in my hard drive. That's odd. Whatever. Okay, so now we're in Photoshop. Photoshop, definitely a different experience. Sometimes the pen did not want to work unless I went and did this weird thing where I went into size, played around with it a little bit, and then pressed onto the canvas. So yeah, that was weird. It did that several times, which it's probably just the driver. Like I said, relatively new model. Definitely going to be some newer drivers coming out fairly soon, I assume. But other than that, pen responsiveness is just the same as Clip Studio Paint. Very smooth, very quick. And the pressure sensitivity is also pretty decent. I got frustrated there because the pen was not working again. But yeah, it's a little iffy in Photoshop. That's all I got to say. But so here I'm testing. Oh, I got frustrated again. Yes, the pen. Wait for new drivers, people. Just wait for new drivers. But yeah, here, what am I doing? Okay, I'm testing the line waiver again. There is a bit of line waiver in Photoshop. Photoshop does not have as many advanced stabilization mechanics as Clip Studio does, so you're gonna expect, yeah, just a slight line waiver. It's not too bad. Maybe with different brushes it'll be better, but with the default brush, one of the default brushes, this is how it looks. Okay, so here, I'm voicing over, by the way, which is why I have to like wait for my past self to do something. Okay, here, trying it with pressure sensitivity. Pressure sensitivity is awesome. Very responsive. So here's a close-up of that. So yeah, as you can see, just a slight line waiver. It's not too big of a deal, but for people that like really, really smooth lines, this might be a bit of an issue. So I recommend you just use Clip Studio Paint or a program with better stabilization mechanics. So yeah, pressure sensitivity right there. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the look of the tablet itself. It's pretty sleek, you know, not too bulky, and it's very light. I think maybe it's about half an inch thick, maybe a little less than half an inch thick. Like I'm trying to show on the camera here. There's little rubber buttons on the bottom so it won't slide around. So yeah, pretty decent tablet. Something I noticed on the side, the USB-C entryway is like towards the top instead of the middle of the tablet, so it gives you a little more leeway in terms of where you're going to place your tablet. Wire won't get in the way. So pretty nice. Okay, here I'm just going to show you the configuration screen that Artisul has. So you just go into your little box here and press on the driver screen. Press yes. And then right here is the Artisul driver screen. You have the dashboard, then you have the overview, then you have the fast access keys where you can customize your access keys, of course. Then you have your pen settings where you can test your pen pressure, just in case you have a very specific way of holding your pen. Then monitor mapping. I only have one monitor. Then support. And then, of course, social media. Pretty user-friendly interface. Nothing too complicated about it. At the bottom here, you have your preference settings. And you can save your current profile, just in case you don't want to keep changing things all the time. Now here, I'm going to show you just a quick little tip in case you're going to use this in Clip Studio Paint. You want to go to Preferences and then go to the Tablet option. Make sure you have Tablet PC checked off, not WinTab, or else this tablet will have weird issues like being inverted as you draw. So just a quick tip. All right, a couple more things. I mean, well, actually that's about it, TBH. So I would say overall that this tablet is good for the average student. If you don't have a lot of money, or if you can't afford a Wacom or something a little bit more advanced, then I think this would be a pretty decent tablet to start out with. It's I think it's around $60 right now at retail value. So that's a lot cheaper than what you would get in a Wacom. And like I said, certain programs it might be a little iffy with, just such as Photoshop. I'm probably going to try to test it out more in Photoshop and see what I can come up with and post some pictures in Instagram. But for the most part, I think I would prefer using this in Clip Studio Paint because I think this is more simpler tablet So here, yeah, I'm just showing more stuff that you can do. But yeah, for the price, for the value, I think it's pretty nice. The texture of the tablet on top is, it's not entirely matte. It's more rough, almost like you're drawing on a piece of paper, just in case you guys wanted to know. So it's not as matte as a Wacom tablet. And then you don't really see many fingerprints as well. It's not fingerprint sensitive too much, unless you have, like, you know, you eat fried chicken and then you touch your tablet. Then wash your damn hands if you're going to do that. But yeah. And then for the wire here, I wanted to point out it's fairly long. So I appreciate that little piece of Velcro there, just in case you want to shorten that up, because I don't have too much desk space. I get lazy, so sometimes I just kind of tuck it behind my desk, just like that. As you see, I'm struggling because I have to record with one hand and then move with the other hand. There we go. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. All right. So here I'm just testing out some other brushes. This is a pencil brush in Clip Studio Paint. It's pretty adapted to other kinds of brushes, not just a single hard round brush. Here I'm trying a softer brush. So yeah. Overall, I'd give this tablet, for now, a 7 out of 10. Definitely has a lot more potential that it can go through. Just wait for new drivers, I suggest, if you are considering getting this tablet, because it is a fairly new tablet from Artisul. Yeah, but overall, I would highly recommend it. If you are on a budget, or if you're broke and hungry, then definitely get a tablet such as this. There are links down below in the description because Artisul is having a sale, and there's also a link to their website where you can cop one of these or a different sort of tablet that they have. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'm not very good at reviews, but I gave my honest opinion without being too biased. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you, and see you in the next.